Hello and welcome to the Test Prep Sat channel. This is Pranay. This is the first time I'm making a video on this channel, Test Prep Sat, because most of the time we are creating content for our other channel, which is called Test Prep Card only. Since we are here to talk about a very important phenomena, very important topic, which is about typically a good SAT score. What do we mean by a good SAT score? What are the average SAT score that you should try to score? What are the percentile? What is 25th percentile? What is 75th percentile? So today we are trying to bring this ease to all of you to understand, so that we never come back to this question ever again. Okay, so this is my point. This is the video is all about. So without wasting any further time, let's just quickly come to the point. First of all, let's understand the first thing is, what is a good SAT score? Now, a good SAT score is quite a subjective kind of a question. It all depends which university you want to get into. For example, if you are not aiming a very good university, a mediocre university out there in US, for you, and I'm just taking this as an example just to make you understand. So if you are targeting a mediocre university in US for engineering, let's say, probably for you the good SAT score could be 1100 or 1200 maybe. Anyone, let's say if your friend, if he is trying to get into Ivy colleges, his transcripts are very well, his academics has been very fantastic till now, all great till now, and he is aiming for higher, for Ivy League colleges. In that case, a good SAT score for him or her is going to be higher. Let's say 1450 plus. Last year, Harvard, as per the report published by them, minimum score that they agreed on is 1450 plus. This is typically that they want. Apart from that, of course, the transcripts and academic documentation will be there to support your SAT score, because SAT score in itself is not entirely needed. Apart from the SAT score, other documents are also needed which will support your proposal and your application. So what is a good average SAT score? If I have to go by the books, if we have to go by the publication, last year College Board, which organizes SAT, they said in their 2022 publication that average SAT score during in the year 2022 was around 1050. Okay, so this was the average score scored by an individual in 2022 for SAT. So, but this does not mean that we should also try to score somewhere around there, or if we are trying to get, or if you are getting maybe let's say 1100, 1200, you are far better than them. It is not the case, because there are many students who write SAT just for testing purpose, not for the admission purpose. There are students who write SAT in the grade 11th also. So you have to understand this point. You need to set an objective that, okay, these are the list of the colleges which I have to go to, and this is what they had typically taken in the previous year. Based on this phenomena, X is going to be my X should be my SAT score, or should be your targeted score. Okay, this is how you can bring this thing out. So this was all about your good SAT score, the good average SAT score. This is what you need to plan according to your targeted university. So this was part 1 of the video. The next part of this video we are going to start is about the SAT percentiles, because many a time we are confused what this percentile means and how is that relevant once we already have a SAT score. So we have to understand, video might go a little longer, but this is for your own benefit. First of all, we have to understand the component. When you give SAT, you get SAT score. When you get SAT score, it is called composite score. Composite score means combining English and mathematics marks together. Out of 1600, whatever you get is, let's say if you've scored 1300 out of 1600, this will be called as your composite score. Okay, when this composite score is scaled on a several parameters by college board, they release your SAT percentile. Now let's get into the definition what SAT percentile means, and this of course should not be taken or should not be misinterpreted in a way like if you've scored 100 and your percentile is, let's say, 90%. This does not mean that you have attempted all 90 questions correct out of 100. This only shows that you were among you did best than 90% of the student who appeared in this examination. It is an indicative measurement. It is not an absolute measurement. It does not mean that you actually scored 90%. Okay, it only reflects that you scored better than the 90% of the students who appeared for the same examination. So in a crude way, I can say that this is the definition of a percentile. In respect of or in terms of SAT, how is this related? Let me just go to the screen recording and let me just write it over there for a better understanding. So we are finally here on this screen. What this diagram typically means, I have made this for you. This is basically a SAT score. Okay, this basically is a SAT score diagram on which we'll try to understand what does this 1600 and what this, you already know what this 0 is, what is 26th percentile and 75th percentile. Now let's just see, this basically is your typical score range starting from 0 and going till 1600. Somewhere over here you have 75th percentile, and there are students who get let's say 50 percentile and 25th percentile. In reality, what does this 75 percentile means? The 75th percentile means that you are in the top 25% over here. You can say this, or you can say that you are better than this one, this area, which is like 75% of audience which are below you. Let me just highlight this. If I have to mark it in this way, I can say that till here, this is one of the region. If you have got 75th percentile, that means you are in the top 25% students. If you are somewhere around here, let's say 50 percentile, then this means that you are at the middle. 50% of the student did better than you, and 50% of the student did worse than you. If you are somewhere around here, 25th percentile, let me just remove this quickly. Yeah. Now, so if you are somewhere around here in 25th percentile, this means that you did worst than 75% of the audience, and you are in the lowest 25 percentile of the students who appear for this examination. So coming back to the percentile question, I hope that this has brought some clarity to the percentile query. If you still feel that you do not know or you couldn't understand, please do comment down in the section below. Apart from this, the third point of this video is also about the GPA. Now, GPA is actually not related with the SAT. It is unrelated because your GPA is something that you get at a school level, whereas SAT, because I've seen this many a time, the students are comparing their GPA and SAT score, which should not be the case. Why? Because GPA is given at a school level, SAT is testing you at a national level or at a worldwide level. These two scores are different but required. Okay, that is why whenever we are discussing SAT score, most of the time the discussion for the GPA also come in between, and we also have to go about it. So what does the GPA means? GPA is basically a measurement score which you get at a school level after completing your 11th and 12th, your grade 11th and 12th. So that score is important while when you submit your academic transcript along with the SAT score, they will consider your GPA, they will consider your SAT, your overall academic profile will be considered, and whosoever is having the best academic profile will be offered admission. Okay, so you cannot compare SAT and GPA, though they are they are complementary to each other. Okay, because you have to submit your GPA also and you have to submit your SAT also. So this is the case. If you like the video, please do subscribe to the channel, and if you have queries, which I believe you must be having, please do post that in the comment section below. We'll be happy to answer them all. Till next video, bye bye.